Howdy everybody, David here, and this is another Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition class breakdown tutorial, and this particular tutorial is based on the Druid Archetype, the Circle of the Land. And the Circle of the Land is a predominant spellcasting archetype that is going to add a lot more spellcasting features and spells on top of your already strong Druid baseline, class features. So you're going to, as a druid, you're already going to get your proficiency bonus that goes from 2 to 6. You're going to get this massive multitude of features from being able to speak the secret druidic language. You're going to get a really great skill in wild shape. All of these abilities score improvements. You're going to get timeless body. You're going to get, arc druid. And you're going to be able to cast a multitude of spells and have a heck of an arsenal from levels 1 to spell level 9. And when you get to level 2, you are able to choose one of 2 different druid circles or class archetypes. And this first one deals with the Circle of the Land. And the Circle of the Land is made up of mystics and sages who safeguard ancient knowledge and rites through a vast oral tradition. These druids meet within sacred circles of trees or standing stones to whisper primal secrets in the druidic language. The circle's wisest members preside as the chief's priest of communities that hold to the old faith and serve as advisors to the rulers of the folk. As a member of this circle, your magic is influenced by the land where you were initiated into the circle's mysterious rites. So, you will have to choose from many different types of land. Really nice. It's a great archetype. Has a lot of variety, and like I said, the Circle of the Land, it's going to give you more spell casting abilities and more spells for your druid. So let's dive in, shall we? So when you choose this archetype at level 2, you're going to get a bonus cantrip right off the bat. So you can learn one more additional druid cantrip of your choice. So you start with a 2, I think, and then you'll add another one. So that's the bonus cantrip. Really nice. Secondly, you're going to get natural recovery. This is when you regain some of your magical energy by sitting in meditation and communing with nature. Now, during a short rest, which is 1 hour, you choose expended spell slots to recover. And the spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half your druid level, rounded up. And none of the slots can be 6th level or higher. And you cannot use this feature again until you finish a long rest. So, here's an example. And this is if you are a 4th level druid, you can recover up to 2 levels worth of spell slots, because half your druid level for natural recovery would be 2. So you could require 2 levels worth of spell slots. Now, you could do one of 2 things. You could either recover 1 level 2 spell slot, or you could require 2 level 1 spell slots. Pretty straightforward. Now, next, at level 3, you're going to get to choose your circle spells. And now there is a multitude of spells to choose from. And these spells are catered to the different environment where you had your initiation process. So, these are all going to work like domains for like the cleric, but they're called circle spells here for the druid. So, at level 3, you're going to get spells at level 5, at level 7, and level 9. As you can see, for each one of these different terrains, there's the Arctic, the coast, the desert, the forest, the grassland, the mountain, the swamp, and the Underdark. So for every one of these, you gain spells for 3, 5, 7, 9, and you gain 2 spells. Now, these circle spells means that they will always be prepared. Now, you have a pool of spells that you have at your disposal every day as a druid. And that pool of spells is based on your wisdom modifier and your druid level. So, if you're level 2, we'll say that you have a +3 wisdom modifier, that means you'll have 5 spells at your disposal that you can cast and expend all of your spell slots on. Great. Straightforward. So, of these spells that you can cast, These circle spells, whether you choose Arctic, Coast, Desert Forest, Grassland, so on, will stack on top of these, and it will not count towards your daily pool of spells that are memorized. Really nice. So, straightforward. We won't go over all of the spells here, but we'll do one. So, if you decide to take your initiate process, say in the desert, to join the circle of the land, then at level 3 you'd get the spells Blur and Silence. Level 5 you'd get Create Food and Water and Protection from Energy. Level 7 would be Blight and Hallucinatory Terrain. And last, level 9, you get Insect Plague and Wall of Stone. So, you have a multitude of different terrains to choose from as to where you want to receive your initiate, your rights into the circle of all of the scholars. So, circle spells, really nice. It's a great addition for the actual already strong baseline Druid. Now, at level 6, you're going to get Land Stride. And Land Stride is basically when you move through non-magical terrain, it will not cost you any extra movement. So, really nice. You can also pass through non-magical plants without being slowed by them and without taking damage from them if they have things like thorns, spines, any kind of hazard like that. Anything that would cause damage, you wouldn't be slowed by them, you wouldn't take any damage. Now there's another perk where Land Stride will also give you advantage on saving throws against plants that are magically created or manipulated to impede movement, basically like the Entangle spell. So Land Stride, really nice bonus, really nice perk while you're moving through non-magical difficult terrain. Really nice, really nice. Next is Nature's Ward, and you're going to get this at 10th level, and this is when you cannot be charmed or frightened by elementals or fae, and you are immune to poison and disease. So, wow, you're no longer going to take poison damage, you're no longer going to take disease damage, and you cannot be charmed, have the charm condition, or frightened by elementals or the creatures from the fae. So Nature's Ward, level 10, really strong. Now, Nature's Sanctuary, you're going to gain at level 14. And this will be the last Circle of the Land feature that you get. And this is when the creatures of the natural world sense your connection to nature and become hesitant to attack you. When a beast or plant creature attacks you, that creature must make a wisdom saving throw against your druid spell save DC. So remember, we talked about your spell save DC is going to be based off your wisdom proficiency and a base of 8. So if the creature fails its wisdom saving throw, then the creature must choose a different target or the attack automatically just outright misses. Now on a successful save, the creature will be immune to Nature's Sanctuary for 24 hours. So it's pretty straightforward. And the creature is aware of this effect before it makes its attack against you. So it can actually, it senses that you're a druid. Really nice class feature here. So everybody, that is the Circle of the Land. I hope you've enjoyed this class breakdown. If you guys have any comments, please feel free to leave them down below. I have 840 Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition character sheets, all on 3-page PDF 3-page PDFs. Download them, go to your game. Every class, every archetype, level 1 to 20, at your disposal. Download them, try out anything, guys. Anyways, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time in good gaming.